Next question up says, my bench progress has been fantastic. I PR almost every week on all the bench movements and it never seems to slow down. Now with the squat and deadlift, they seem to move forward at a very slow pace. It's still progress, but it's a lot slower compared to the bench. I feel like this is because of the high frequency and volume for the bench compared to the other two lifts. I've been on guided programming for 11 weeks now and in a slight calorie surplus. I'm just wondering if this is normal and if the frequency and volume for squats will increase. So I want to show you the graph that he attached. So this is from the training log system, so I apologize for the blurriness, but it's a video of a photo on my phone. So but this is from the training log system. It's available for free for anyone, and if you're on guided programming, I really encourage you to use it because it can help you understand stuff like this. So there's a graph for his squat, the graph for his bench, and the graph for his deadlift. So one thing that I can see, because it's not blurry for me, sorry about that, your squat and deadlift seem to have gone up about 10 kilos over the last, looks like we're looking at a 3-month time frame, so roughly 3 months. Looks like your squat and deadlift have gone up about 10 kilos each, and your bench has gone up about 15 to 20 kilos, depending on how you're measuring it. So yeah, I mean, your bench progress has been fantastic. Your squat and deadlift progress, I don't know that I would characterize that as really slow. Although, we could investigate that a bit closer and kind of see. But I mean, 10 kilos on your squat, 10 kilos on your deadlift, 20 kilos on your bench. It seems like your bench is more the anomaly rather than the squat and the deadlift. To me, that squat and deadlift progress seems to be pretty good, but the bench progress is outstanding. Now, whether that's a result of the volume and frequency of the bench work, I mean, maybe it is. We do have some other training strategies that drive higher frequencies and volumes towards squatting and deadlifting. If you'd like to try one of those, we can do that. We need to think about it, and we want to be cautious about it as well, because we're not just experimenting for the sake of experimentation. We're trying to develop you as a lifter over a long term. We don't want to just change for the sake of change. And if you're progressing at a pretty good rate, which it seems to me that you are, I would stay put for a little while. Now, if you do plateau, then by all means, let's change your training group, change up the stimulus so that we can continue progressing. And that's what the different training groups are for. So what I would recommend is stay put for a while, ride this wave. As long as you're continuing to improve like you are, then keep setting those PRs and get all you can from this training strategy. And then when you can't get anything else from it and you've hit this plateau, and the plateau is going to be, it's not fun to plateau, but it's an important source of information. It tells you that you've gotten everything you can from this training strategy and it's time to move on. So when you see that, let me know. We can put you in a different training group that pushes higher frequencies toward your squat and your deadlift. And we can see if your body's going to respond to that. Based on past experience and my best judgment, I think it will produce great results for you, but I would hate to pull the trigger on that early and then you get good results from it, but you're not quite at the level you could have been if we had been a bit more patient. So that's my 2 cents. That's my advice. You can take it or leave it. Let me know what you decide to do, and we'll go from there.